So, how is everyone? I hope you're well. We've got Rocket. Say hello, Rocket. Say hello to everybody. Now, we've obviously been looking at Jodisue over the last few days because Jodisue is sketchy as fuck. So, look, what do we know about this situation? We know that she didn't really like the Wells prior to Summer going missing. We know that Jodisue claims to have heard a scream on the day, around 4:30, was it? But Summer wasn't reported missing till around 6:30. And we would imagine that sometime around, I'm guessing between 5 and 6, well, Jodie at least says by her own admission that she was searching before Candace seems to even know Summer went missing. Unless I've got that wrong. But look, so people have said that they don't think Jodisue heard a scream at all. So you've got to ask yourself, why would she even say that she heard a scream then? Maybe she's making an excuse for the fact that she was looking, or she was being deflective, trying to take kind of the focus of attention off her to make it look like, hey, look, I heard something that was coming from over that way. But something doesn't ring true with that. And it makes you wonder whether there was an ulterior motive in Jodie claiming that she'd heard a scream. Now, perhaps, and just perhaps, and again, this is complete speculation, but what if Summer really was wandering off? She'd gone down by the road and something happened. Perhaps Jodisue's son done something. Maybe he ran Summer down. Who knows? I'll put him down. Oh, go down, fat boy. Jesus. Maybe he ran her down. Because a good parent in that situation, in this kind of environment, I would imagine, now he's trying to climb up, I would imagine that she may want to protect her son. She may have even called in her love of her life and said, look, this has happened, what do we do? And they done something. Maybe they did put Summer in the truck and take her away, and that is why Jodisue was wiping the scent, and again speculation, wiping the scent of Summer off her legs in the creek, because Summer was down in the footwell by her feet. Someone did something. At the end of the day, any one of these things that we have said, all of this speculation, someone has potentially hit the nail on the head. Haven't they? There's only so many scenarios, there's only so many things that could have happened. And I think we've kind of ruled out abduction from a stranger. And TBI themselves have said that there's absolutely no evidence to support that Summer was abducted. So what's the alternatives? The alternatives is that Summer was taken from that property, probably lured off that property, or she indeed wandered off herself and got into difficulty. And that's not us, that's TBI. If you listen to what apparently the boys had said, they had said that they saw Summer wander off. She wandered out. She went out the back door. Now, we don't 100% know how they could have seen that because the boys are upstairs, and Summer going out the back door would have meant that they couldn't have seen that. So you've got to kind of question that. And perhaps if they've said it, why have they said it? Who knows? Or perhaps they did genuinely see her go out of the property, walked out the door. And perhaps Candace was so busy doing something else that she didn't notice. But you've got to think, if someone would have wandered off, the potential is that she would have been found. She would have been found. Something could have happened to her. If she fell, if she got injured, she got hurt, something happened, they'd have found something. There'd have been something found. That search was a huge search. They had the dogs. They had the sniffer dogs out. And that scent stopped. It stopped and it ceased, which leads you to believe that Summer had at some point been there and she was taken. Who'd have taken her? Who'd have been there at that time and could have taken her? Would, even if we go down the route of the 1% chance that it was a complete stranger, would we have had a body by now? Would Summer have been returned by now based on what we know in terms of statistics on this style abduction? Familiar abduction is a completely different kettle of fish. Doesn't necessarily mean the family, but it could be somebody involved in that family, around that family. They do make up a large proportion of those figures. Immediate family and people around with access to that family. Did something happen? And when we've spoken about cover-ups in the past, have we been looking at the wrong people all along? Now, don't get me wrong, before people start going,
That's it. Start supporting the Wells, Candace and Don.
I'm not a supporter of Candace and Don. I just think that perhaps we've been so focused on them because of their previous faults and failures that we've been told about and shown about, that it's shut us off to other potential situations. Let me know what you think. Where are you at this stage? Are we going to be seeing a grand jury indictment soon? Who knows? Doesn't seem like we are, but something's going to happen. And if you haven't seen it already, there is a petition. I believe it's in my community feed. I shared it, and it's to get, or try to get, the Summer Wells case turned completely over to the FBI. I feel that would be a good move. So if you haven't missed that and there are names left to be put on there, make sure you sign it. And I'll catch you all in the next one.